Ladies and gentlemen, some games in Dolphin Super League are becoming legendary. People talk about them. And you know that me, SaulApeMan, Warcraft 3, like a Reforged commentator, caster player, I like to check out those games. And yesterday, August 15th or 14th, what happened? Fly played versus Labyrinth. And at this point, you probably know the Fly story arc. Ex-legendary player, like he was so good, he was winning so many tournaments, but it was some time ago. Time flies, as the name suggests, and from all of the pro players, all of the legends in the Super League, he's doing the worst, right? So far, he has not won a series yet, right? He has like 0 series won, but he's taking maps here and there, and people told me, Saul, Fly proved on this very map, on Twisted Meadows versus Labyrinth, that he's a legend. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened in this game. We are going to find out together. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he's opening with the Blade Master. And there is no Barak. Why? This map is pretty big, right? So he's not afraid of being creep-jacked. This map is big also, so it's not that easy for him to harass early the expansion. He'll probably go there. And where this peon is going? Is it going to be a proxy shop? We'll see about that. Or is just a scouting peon to know if his opponent expanding immediately? Because again, ladies and gentlemen, you heard something about this Bermuda Triangle or whatever, like this magic place on planet Earth, that weird things happen. It's the same in Warcraft 3 universe on Twisted Meadows, because this map is big, ladies and gentlemen, very big, and undeads can go Crip Lord Ghouls Expo there, undeads can do very weird stuff, so probably that's why the Peon Scout is the option here. So shop was in the base. I'm sorry, it's just a Peon Scout, and what Mr. Fly is doing, Mr. Fly got the circlet. His opponent is expanding, ladies and gentlemen. Sacrificial School, Dust of Appearance, Road of Necromancy. Of course, the Acolyte Scout was there. So Mr. Labyrinth, the Korean blue undead here, he knows exactly what to expect. And what's the plan, ladies and gentlemen? As we can see, he's starting with the small monsters, and then he'll probably use Dust of Appearance when he's about to get the big monster. Or maybe he will check out that Blade Master is here earlier. Yes, exactly. So now it's the dance. How many ghouls you can save? How many experience the Blade Master can steal? Maybe 0. It's all about the micro now. And so far, so good. But ladies and gentlemen, Fly is cooperating with the Orc Warriors. I think that Orc Warrior and Orc Magi, you know, they have they are cousins from the Orc race, and they also saw that their cousin is in big trouble. He haven't won a series in Dolphin Super League. People make fun of him, so they decided to help. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening now? What is happening now? We have nice healing, but just for a moment. Blade Master is getting out of HP, but the same for the undead. Of course, there is Road of Necromancy. I would like to point your attention that we have only 1 charge left, but the good news is that Ziggurat has finished, and now we can upgrade it into the Rubian Tower. Blade Master is still here. We need to use another charge of Dust of Appearance. And ladies and gentlemen, Blade Master of Mr. Fly is around. Can he get the last hit? Not really, but he's just wasting time of the undead, of course. And yes, he's just on edge, but man, very, very confident control by the undead. I think you can agree, right? He kept the Orc, the Blade Master, away for long enough time that Mr. Fly got low HP, and he... Oh, the Acolyte! Oh, he went Windwalk because of the Acolyte! This Acolyte was about to attack, but no, the Windwalk was used, and what's the idea? Cancel the Expo! Cancel the Expo, ladies and gentlemen. That's what is happening. He is ready. He's ready for the Expo cancellation. Of course, Nerubian Tower is here, but man, you can't stop Blade Master too easily, and this is one of the sad moments in Warcraft 3 when you can agree with me that if Undead would stay AFK on this expansion, it would be much better. He just went to the middle of the map and did nothing, and now he's coming back to witness his expo being cancelled, or maybe not. Oi, 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 no! Mr. Fly is like, Saul, 10 years ago, I would cancel this expo. I don't know what happened, Saul. My blade doesn't work as well as it used to be. The doctor wanted to prescribe me some pills, but no. I want to be real. There is a queue in the altar. There is a queue in the altar. You have 2 heroes in your altar, and your opponent is expanding. Ladies and gentlemen, Blade, not Blade, Mr. Fly, the Blade Master Operator, he needs to show us that he's built different if he wants to win this game, okay? The start was okay, and then he like miscalculated this. He wanted to sacrifice his Blade Master for the expo kill, and it didn't work. Okay, in my opinion, like, this game should be like around being over, you know, like this such a huge power spike for the Undead to finish the expo and to kill the Blade Master, and also the Blade Master was killed in the worst possible moment, right? When the Shadow Hunter was in the altar, so Orc was doing nothing for like 30 seconds. And look at this, Hex! Mr. Fly is not giving up. Why? There is a Forest Troll Ward in our base, and he's surrounding, he's body blocking, he's like, hey, Forest Troll Ward, and Wyverns, ladies and gentlemen, Wyverns! Wyverns in usually they are not that great. Orc players are trying to avoid them, even though that it makes a lot of sense to play Wyverns, you know, because the Wyverns, counter to Wyverns are usually Gargoyles, and Gargoyles were nerfed a little bit. So yes, definitely I think that Wyverns can work, and I would like to see them more, and maybe Mr. Fly is just the Wyvern guy. Maybe he's just the Wyvern guy, and yes, shout out for this ancient, this, not Ancient of War, this Troll Warlord creeping. So far, so good. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the map is big enough that Mr. Fly can consider counter-expanding, but look at Labyrinth. Labyrinth, I would like to remind you, is like rank 1 in the Dolphin Super League. It's the new patch sensation, and it got buffed, and maybe it motivate Mr. Labyrinth to unleash the beast that he is, and he's winning left and right, he won versus Happy and so on. And as you can see, he has a very nice scouting. He knows that his opponent is expanding, that he's playing Wyvern, he knows everything. And what's your counter? As Undead, you can do 2 things. Fiends or Gargoyles, and maybe because the map is so big, there's going to be Fiends with Web. Fiends with Web, ladies and gentlemen, that's our counter. So what Fly is doing? Fly is just creeping, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be a very long game, so I want to say big shout out to everybody that is watching, both live and on YouTube. I mean, the YouTube mode, it means that I'm casting about the game, so hello to everybody, hello to the live viewers, and hello to the YouTube like video viewers as well. Nice to see you guys. So, second hero is going to be the Lich, ladies and gentlemen, for the Undead, and versus, when you play Gargoyles, you like to make Alchemist. When you play a Lich second, believe it or not, sometimes I see Dark Ranger, but the time will tell as a third hero. Why? Because not to kill the Wyverns, to kill heroes. Dark Ranger has silence ability, and with silence you can actually go for Shadow Hunter with Coil Nova, because Shadow Hunter can't heal himself. Undead is suffering from success, he has too many items. The Lich needs to like bring them, but he's also buying the items. So as you can see, this is if the Undead would be your neighbor, he would be like rocking the new like Porsche, you know, the like expensive car. Name an expensive car. He has the means to it. Ladies and gentlemen, counter expansion by Mr. Fly. It's going to finish maybe, but now Labyrinth has a second hero. He has Fiends with Web, and ladies and gentlemen, are we going to witness what you know that I like very much? Laming. For the viewers, they don't know what laming is. Fly is not going to attack this army. He doesn't want to. He wants to attack a very fragile Labyrinth economy. But in reality, he's just creeping. Maybe he will go for the Zeppelin drop, or maybe he just wants to creep. We'll see about that. Mr. Fly is an experienced player here. And by the way, Staff of Silence! Okay, maybe you don't need Dark Ranger now. For the viewers that don't know as well, I mean, I don't want to sound cocky, but yes, on this map we have a special item drop here on those red camps, gathering the gold mines, but on the land, on the continent, on the Twisted Middle Continent, you have permanent level 6 items, and one of them Staff of Silence is like pocket. Oh, pocket. Wait a moment, there is Sapper. Sapper connects into perfect. Two Ziggurats are dead, and now we have to teleport out. I think yes, Shadowhunter is teleporting out. So one Wyvern dies, but nice double Ziggurat sniped, and he moved the Undead away from his expo. Nicely done by Mr. Fly. You know, he lost one Wyvern, they traded TP, it wasn't super juicy, but he definitely bought time, and let's check if Undead is supply blocked. Yes, Undead is indeed supply blocked. Good news for the Undead, he's tier 3 unlocked, right, so he can go for all of the upgrades that he wants before he, like, produces bigger army, and it should be fine. Interesting, oh, I don't agree with this, right? So now, Labyrinth wants to cross the map again and attack the expansion, but this expansion is well secure, ladies and gentlemen. And because this expansion is well secure, let me tell you one thing. Without new units, I don't think Labyrinth is going to be able to do a lot of economic damage. And speaking about economic damage, Mr. Fly is going to show all of the Undeads that base trading is not good for the Undeads, man. Acolytes are exposed. Killing Haunted Goldmine is easy, and remember, Fiends, they have piercing damage! Piercing damage is terrible versus building, especially juicy buildings like this Great Hall. Clear mistake by Labyrinth. I think what he should do, he should either creep around his base, or maybe just, you know, just scout a little bit better, because as we can see, Labyrinth is getting stubborn, but he just got one tower there. Workers to repair, and there is Dark Ranger, so he has double silence technology. You know, he sold Staff of Silence and he wants to get a normal silence. Interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, Wyverns are also not that great versus buildings, but again, for the Orc, it's much easier to just kill Haunted Goldmine and so on, and all of the ghouls that are mining, and even we have one raider, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fly is like, okay, the game of chicken begins. I'm going to attack your tier 3. You like your tier 3, right? Gladly, the destroyer form is here, so he doesn't need to like remake tier 3 to produce destroyers. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the main base of the Undead is empty. And was it a good idea? I don't think so. Raiders are coming. This is a terrible trade. What are you doing? You can't teleport there. You need to run back. Mr. Fly is already making towers. Okay, what Labyrinth wants to do, okay, he's expanding here, but what he wants to do, I think he wants to like make a checkmate. He wants to like push to the Orc base and force the Orc into the fighting, but Mr. Fly is an experienced Orc. This guy knows how to play Orc. He knows how to play Orc. You need to be ruthless. He left one Raider, hopefully with Pillage, attacking the Haunted Goldmine, and he's like, I don't need anything else, so this Raider is on the job, and now he's going to split his army, and yes, Mr. Labyrinth teleported back, and he's teleporting back to his base being dead, and Mr. Fly is not doing that bad. He didn't lose his like burrows, he can still produce well, while Mr. Undead is supply blocked, and he can mine from this base for sure. Nice that he has another gold mine on the way, but I think Mr. Fly says, welcome to my game, welcome to my laming game. Of course, the Wyverns need to be very they can't overdo it, right? If they get webbed, they will need to be very careful, very cautious. Okay, that's the word. And I love that Mr. Fly is splitting them. Okay, so this is just some Wyvern aggression, but you need to pull back immediately. Pull back immediately. One web and you died. Not really. Mr. Fly has options. He can expand again. He's tier 3. He can go for tiny Great Hall. He definitely can't fight versus Undead because first thing first, there's a half of the Orc army, and also Undead is full of mana that he can spend on killing units. But ladies and gentlemen, what is important again? Tier 3 is gone for the Undead. Some benefits of tier 3 are, or maybe even tier 2, like making gargoyles, making slaughterhouse, you know. Do you see any slaughterhouse? I don't. There is 0 slaughterhouses. And even so, yes, that is not too good. He has 2 statues. Those statues are very important. Lich got level 3. Mr. Fly, my question is, if I were Fly, I would just make Tauren Chieftain for the aura, and I would plant Tiny Great Hall. Tiny Great Hall, like, Labyrinth army is like very bad at economic damage, right? If you played mass ghouls, for example, you just send like 5 ghouls here, you know, and kill the workers and pull back. But no, he has fiends. With fiends, you can't do it that much. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fly so far is cooking. Again, the constant movement of wyverns between bases. Fly needs to be careful. Yes, he sees that one fiend is on patrol. That's perfect. The rest of his army is made of raiders, and Fly doesn't know about this location, right? And oh, Mr. Fly, remember the good old times. He's like, Saul, mass expansion and laming. That's what's the best. We have Kagdar's Gelm of Health. This Death Knight on level 4 is breaking the HP record. 1350 HP and growing. And yes, this expansion will be cancelled, but ladies and gentlemen, he will also force the undead back. Undead has to use the scroll of teleportation, and Orc is using scroll of speed, but one raider was out of the range and he pays the highest price. We have 3 other undead buildings ready to be killed, but we don't need them that well. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Mr. Fly is like, maybe I'm the lowest ranked player in the Dolphin Super League. Maybe people make fun of me, but I'm going to show you guys. All of those new orcs, they want to fight, that want to be nice. No. You lame. You lame your way to the victory, says Mr. Fly. Mr. Fly has 1500 gold and not that much of a lumber. He will soon probably fix that, but yes, he has all of the gold, he's banking, he's laming, but he doesn't know that his opponent is about to start fully mining from another base. Wyverns are still annoying. Where is Mr. Fly, by the way? Fly is here, and yes, he just wants to get the main base of the new main base of the Undead. Undead has Scroll of Teleportation, but again, if you trade Scroll of Teleportation for Scroll of Speed, that's a good trade. By the way, there is no Scroll of Speed, that's pretty sad. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Undead has to TP, and I think that Orc is teleporting away as well. He was scared to lose like 2 many Raiders, Blade Master split, and no! But he survived. Is there vision? No! He didn't teleport because of the split? He dodged the TP with the... I never seen this in my life. He dodged the TP with... Like, when you play Blade Master Mirror Image and you creep the camps, you notice sometimes when you like creep a small camp with just your Blade Master, so there's only Blade Master, your Mirror Image and the camp, and when you split again, the creeps go to sleep immediately. Because in this like split second, Blade Master doesn't exist because the game like makes a copy of him. And I think he hit this window, ladies and gentlemen. I think he hit this window, lol. But gladly he survived, ladies and gentlemen. Gladly he survived. And probably you can miss experience from creeps as well, which is a very good point. Ladies and gentlemen. What's now? So, what is the better way to expand for orcs with tier 3? You have Tiny Great Hall, instant expansion for you. Undead is running in circles. Undead is on 63 supplies, so he would like to apply some pressure. Mr. Labyrinth knows about expansion attempt number X, but the expansion attempt number X plus 1 is already successful. And speaking of successful expansions, I think Mr. Fly will clear the remaining of the Undead main base. Expand here, Mr. Fly. Expand here, Kappa. Like, leave one Raider. Leave one Raider, no? No, leave one Raider. He's like, yeah, Saul, one Raider. That's what I need. That's what I need, Saul. One Raider. And maybe Wyverns. Just to cancel the main. Okay. Light goes down, and now he'll force Labyrinth back as well. Labyrinth have 1, 2, 3, 4 towers, 2 of them Spirit, 1 Nerubian. And Mr. Labyrinth's like, he's expanding on Mr. Fly spot. TP will be used now. You need to TP quickly, Mr. Labyrinth. I know this is annoying, but your base is on fire. You can't afford it for too long. Because this orc is an experienced lamer. I think you can agree with that. He knows about these exps as well. Okay, Labyrinth wants to trade, but this is a good decision. I don't know. The remaining of the main undead base is finally like disappearing. So idea of Mr. The idea for Labyrinth is to mass expand himself, which is interesting, but man, the Fiends are so bad at killing buildings. But Fly has like one expansion is about to die, and Labyrinth is like trying to expand everywhere, but Fly is rich, right? Fly has he's here on the top right? So he had the red player, so he has 1000 gold almost. Labyrinth has 52 supply and very little bank, and he lost his mining gold mine. Of course, the wyverns. Oh, 2 wyverns. That was expensive. That was expensive. 2 wyverns. Mamma mia. Okay, okay. But the raider is on the job. The raider is providing some value with his pillage attacks, I presume. He's on the job. There are 2 new raiders. There's clearing. Mr. Labyrinth, a maze. Labyrinth is making a maze of the new buildings, mamma mia. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, exactly. The raiders are splitted. Where is the main orc army? It's here. And Undead is back. And man, level 5 Death Knight. Every coil hurt so much, 300 damage. And Nova, of course, is strong as well. It's defensive and snare. 1 raider survived, but barely. But barely. One of the leftover raiders is still there. Labyrinth has only 1 mining base. Labyrinth has 1 mining base. And ladies and gentlemen, the main base of Mr. Fly finished. We are 20 minutes in. So Fly has no gold, and Undead is mining from 1 base that has 10k gold, right? So if Undead kinda can keep his like this weird expansion alive, he'll be doing well, and I don't know if Mr. Labyrinth should even defend this location anymore. I don't think so. So what Labyrinth is doing, he's basically trying to cancel Fly expansions, but there is no Fly expansion. By the way, Fly doesn't have a tiny Great Hall on him, so maybe he's just going into the laming game, but my question is, what happens if Undead decides to just camp here? I don't know. By the way, Undead would love to have a shade at this spot, and even scouting is super hard, right? He doesn't have a flying unit, and he's scouting with skeletons. He has a lot of experience, but it doesn't matter that much. So it's much easier to scout for the orc or expand for the orc than for the Undead. You may say, Saul, he's scouting well with skeletons because there are some creeps left on the map, right? Without the creeps, there is no skeletons, and without skeletons, there is no scouting. Nice coil, of course, and yes, Undead is reduced to those bases. He's taking again, and there's some, yes, so basically Labyrinth says, bottom right of the map belongs to me. Bottom right of the map belongs to me. This is my territory. Stay away. Stay away, he says. Okay, you can do whatever you want. I just need to protect my base, and it's going to be fine. By the way, how is the gold on Mr. Labyrinth? Mr. Labyrinth has no TP, but he's loaded with items. So if he wants to, he can sell the items and make some structures. By the way, he has 0 ghouls, literally. So he needs to make a crypt, because without... I mean, okay, there is supper. There is supper. Mr. Fly is cooking. He wants to attack the base, and is he going for the main building? Is he going for the main building? The supper is here, the supper got blocked. I hope you are watching this, Mr. Labyrinth. No, the supper! There is overcrowded, the acolytes, he sees it. Okay, detonation went through. But can we kill the main? Yes, the main. No, the main will survive, I think. Not really, the main goes down, but barely. And 1 raider only dies. And this Ziggurat, he was in a big trouble, but survived for now. Of course, there's another main here. But nice attempt by Mr. Fly, but expensive. Fly has 400 gold left, and that's about it. And Fly is not going to expand. Okay, he's expanding here and expanding here. Forget about it. And I said that sending ghouls is cool, but you can also send fiends. Just because Fiends, the piercing damage is good versus buildings, but yes, you just send 1 raider, right? Or 2 raiders. Or Blade Master. I mean, you need to have vision, right? Fiends probably have burrow technology. Who cares, ladies and gentlemen? What I do care about is that this game is amazing. And finally, Mr. Labyrinth is mining well, while Mr. Fly is not. Okay, Blade Master versus Fiend. 70 crit. Are we going to burrow? Oh, yes, baby. Bye! And he had dust. Okay, good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and this game is legendary. This is like a puzzle. This is like a puzzle, ladies and gentlemen. This is like a puzzle. How to solve this puzzle? You may say, Saul, in the modern Warcraft 3 maps are small, and you don't see the full potential of you don't see the full potential of like Warcraft on small maps. And what is the full potential? Either like huge 100 supply versus 100 supply armies, or this giga super base rate strategy. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Undead is running back very quickly, of course, with the power of Unholy Aura. He wants to snipe some raiders, but bad news for the Undead fans. There are 2 expansions for fly mining as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, raiders are going to die. Raiders are going to die. Coil Nova has no mercy, ladies and gentlemen. No mercy. Where is the Blade Master? Blade Master is on level 5. Of course, everybody that knows how good orcs are at laming, you may say so, level 6 Blade Master. Oh! Shadow speeds crawling away. Silence! There is no mana. There is mana potion on the Death Knight, actually, but yes, Ensnare saves Shadow Hunter life. This Blade Master removing ghouls. 1 Blade Master versus expansion. You know who is going to win that. Brave Fiend is killing some workers, but Fly is getting gold. He's getting his important gold, and he's like attacking everywhere. Blade Master is removing acolytes here. Raiders and Shadow Hunter are here as well, but we have 3 Nerubian towers, probably because the graveyard was dead. Yes, 3 Nerubian Tower. The problem with Nerubian Tower is they can't kill raiders too well, especially versus Shadow Hunter that can heal. Mr. Labyrinth is really trying to kill this, but as you can see, there is not enough time, and he is losing in this game of chicken, but he may be rewarded with some juicy kills. Where is your coil? There is not enough mana, probably. But Blade Master is going brrr at this expansion here on the bottom right. There are some skeletons. Maybe it's going to be enough to kill the Great Hall, probably not, even though the Dark Minions, so level 2 Dark Arrow ability, and Labyrinth knows about another expansion. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe somebody that told me, Saul, you cast this game was like he cheesed me, because this game is getting longer and longer. When this game is going to finish, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that, you know, what if Undead camps? Then you may say, Saul, okay, when Undead camp, right, he just sits AFK, the Orc will make additional bases, and that's what Mr. Fly is doing. What a game. We have 1 charge of dust, and there is Death Knight that can coil, of course. Coil. No coil. Okay, he wants to get the Shadow. Silence. You need to be silent. Silence is here, but Shadow! Shadow! 23 HP. Shadow survives, ladies and gentlemen. The Fiend died for nothing. Okay, we got 1 Raider as a consolation prize. Okay, Mr. Labyrinth, can you produce some kind of a good army? Can you produce a good army? What he can do, he has no tier 2, he has no tier 3. He has upgraded Fiends. Remember that upgrades, they stay, right? So like Burrow, like Web. So he can go for Fiends. But Fiends are not scaling too well. He would like to add, I don't know what, Crossworms, but yes, you need to have tier 3 and a lot of resources for that. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 Raiders are here to like put some pressure, but also, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the other pack of Raiders is already laming. There's so many acolytes, there are ghouls here, and Undead is actually teleporting, because this situation was pretty serious. What is also serious is the economy of Mr. Fly. Man, this guy is getting rich. This guy is getting rich, and you know what? He deserves this. He deserves this. He's like, okay, I'm an old school player, I know old school strategies, and one of them is the Seek base trade. And let me tell you, Mr. Labyrinth invited him, right? He decided to trade bases at the start, and as you can see, this feels like a natural habitat for Fly. Natural habitat for Fly. Man, such a high hero levels. Lead level 5, Dark Ranger level 5, that would be lead. But it's not that easy, because, you know, they're not killing that many. Oh, Blade! Coil Nova, can Nova reach? Can another coil lead? Blade Master is running as fast as he can. Is there enough? Not really. And 1 Raider, but we have already new skeleton. And this Blade Master is not going on vacation. He's like me. Okay, he's like, okay, let's take a short break and do something useful, Warcraft related, hopefully, in this break. Is he still detected? Not really. No, there is no detection from the Dust of Appearance. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, we can heal a little bit. Shadow Hunter needs to be careful, but yes, Mr. Fly is getting rich. 500 gold. And wow, okay, he's funny enough that he doesn't have a shredder still, right? So even though he has 3 bases actually, and you know, when you have 3 bases, you put all of your peons to gold, and then you have shredder to fuel your super strong 3 base economy. Slowly but surely, I think Fly is getting more and more ahead. But level 5-5 for the Undead can be interesting, and Undead is about to start producing soon, right? He needs to start producing. Labyrinth has 1300 gold he has. 1300 gold, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. There is a Death Knight with Invul, okay, and Dust, and Orc wants to get rid of the Death Knight. There's big healing potion. By the way, we saw that Labyrinth can, like, hold to his potions well. Okay, Shadow is the next target. We have Frost Armor. Frost Armor is amazing versus all of those melee units. Blade Master is here. Again, he would love to have a Shade, man. Maybe Shade. Maybe he's stacking to get a Shade, actually. But again, he needs an answer to those expansions. And what is the answer to all of those expansions? Sometimes it's just to make a lot of towers and have like one base that can defend at its own. Like with human, you can keep like sword ladies. Maybe with undead, if like you have, you know, like all of the money, you can like leave some banshees for cares or whatever. But they like around the towers defensively. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there's not enough towers. And again, spirit towers are for damage, Nerubian towers are for slow, and it's not enough, man. Especially versus Shadow Hunter level 5. Blade Master is finishing the Hunted Gold Mine. And Mr. Anders just crossed the map to kill the peons. He won't kill this main. Mark my word. He won't kill this main. Mark my word. It's SaulApeMan. It's my caster reputation. He's not going to kill this main because he'll be forced to come back here home. Actually, not really. He's mass repairing. Wait a moment. Is my caster reputation gone? Is my caster reputation gone? Maybe it's gone. No, my caster reputation. I want it back. Soul, no, my caster reputation is gone. I thought that he will be forced to teleport quicker. Ay. Miscalculation, no. My caster reputation. Ay. Mamma mia, grande madonna. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's another expansion for the orc. You know, he's like, this expansion died. Was it shredders? What happened here? Why this expansion died? I missed that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Okay, I missed that. Okay, so the expansions are dying left and right for both players. Fly has 1500 gold, Labyrinth has 1000 gold. Okay, Blade Master is here. The Raiders are melting, and Death Knight is almost on level 6. By the way, on level 6, he definitely will play the Aura. Definitely. That's for sure. Blade Master is safe. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Yeah, that's how the Expo died, because of the Fiend Sappers. The Fiend Sappers killed the Expo. Beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Blade Master is getting closer and closer to level 6. Man, level 6 is a big game changer, but Undead has one base now, so, you know, the silver lining here is that it's easier to protect one base than 2 bases, so maybe will be a little bit easier for him, but man, Fly's so rich. Fly's so rich, man. He has this operational base as well. I don't know. I mean, he's so rich, he's like 1k gold, but he can just now, he can attack back immediately. And there's another necropolis just to lower the surface area. I mean, the game is closer than I thought. The game is closer than I thought for sure. But the issue for me is that Blade Master level 6 is coming. Less than 100 experience. Less than 100. Are we teleporting? I think we are teleporting. Death Knight got level 6. And ladies and gentlemen, my caster reputation is on Aura level 3, of course. Dust used, Blade Master stays, and the main goes down. 40 experience away. Death Knight is surrounded. Where is the lead? He didn't teleport with his heroes. Invul Pub Death Knight in a big trouble. Death Knight in the big trouble. He's trying to break through. The Death Knight is dead. Where are those heroes that are here? No, the Death Knight goes down. Level 6 unlock. Just celebrate. I don't remember the mana cost for the ultimate. Is 150, 175 or 200. I don't know. I need to play like, do you want to be a millionaire? Ladies and gentlemen, what a blunder. What a blunder. Silence. Blade Master has a TP. Lich is dangerous. Lich has level 5. Man, the Dark Ranger goes down. But Blade Master with a TP goes down as well. With a TP. And Lich level 6 is a game changer because of the ultimate. What? Okay, yeah, that was a good recommendation, this game. I take it back. That was a good recommendation. Very good, the recommendation. Shadow is... No, Shadow! Mr. Fly, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, okay? Okay, we have a Frost Armor. We have Frost Armor, hopefully. Death Knight, but Death Knight has no mana! The Lich is dead! Blade Master's teleport, no, this... Oh, Shadow, Lich survives! Lich survives! Man! Everything is so close between those two, but you know this is not close, really? Economy. Economy. There is an expo here. 2 base versus 1 base. Yeah, I fly here. Has 43 supply, 350 gold, and Blade Master level 6. That's the biggest thing ever. I like that Mr. Fly is expanding in Mr. Undead natural base, because this base is fresh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. It's all good. And what now? What now? Mr. Labyrinth is clearing, and he's also at level 6. But man, are you ready? Are you ready to witness? Here we go. Are we spin to win? Spin to win. Oh yes, baby, we are spinning. How much damage to the structures the ultimate can do? He killed 2 towers, so it's like so it's the same as the sapper. The same as the sapper, because oh no, okay, invul. I should believe Mr. Fly. I believe Mr. Fly that he can crit to the sky. No. He's dead. He's dead. No. And the raiders are dying. Mr. Fly! And he's feeding raiders, and Lich has level 6. He doesn't play ultimate? You need ultimate to kill the expos. I thought you play ultimate to kill the expos, and he's playing not ultimates? Okay. Okay, what is your plan? What is your... Okay, call... And those skeletons are grande, greater dark minion, ready to go, devoured. Man, this Lich is like, how do you say in English? Perpetual machine, like this machine that generates infinite energy. That is, of course, not possible, right? It would be too good to be true. But this Lich, like, kills a minion with Nova. Because there is Dark Arrow from Dark Ranger, you get this 405 HP skeleton, and you eat the skeleton with Dark Ritual, and you kill another monster with Nova and Dark Arrow, and you generate infinite mana, Kappa. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you do. That's what you do, ladies and gentlemen. You just generate infinite mana for the Lich. And speaking about the Undead Army, this Undead Army looks strong. Okay, no, Mr. Fly, no, Mr. Fly, you can't lose your shadow. But okay, Lich is fine with infinite mana glitch. Infinite mana glitch. Devour him. Have more mana. Okay, he's scouting actually. But Blade Master is amazing versus skeletons because of his... Oh, Devour. This mana tastes good. But man, Fly can afford this. He has 3 bases. 3 operational bases versus 1 base of Mr. Labyrinth. Feels bad, man, Mr. Labyrinth. If we were playing on a smaller map, then like, I don't know, name a small map. For example, Springtime, you have 5 gold mines. Concealed Hill, you have 5 gold mines, right? Then, Fly bought a Shredder. You know when is the time for Shredder? Minute 40. Minute 40 is the best time to invest into Shredder stock. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, yes, on smaller maps you don't have that many expansions available to you. But, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Oh, look at this sad skeleton. This skeleton has, like... I heard from my grandparents that we used to live here. Our family used to live here. That used to be our home. Before undeads there evicted us. I mean, orcs. They came with police and they evicted us for some unpaid road of necromancies, okay? My father had a road necromancy problem. And we had to move out, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, I'm here to witness this. Ladies and gentlemen, Blade Master is back. Shadow Hunter is back and Raiders are back and Juicy Bladestorm! Juicy Bladestorm, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, kill more than 2 Ziggurats. Okay, he got 2 and the main as well, which is pretty good. No more teleporting in, Mr. Labyrinth. You need to remake your base. And guys, let's count the gold. Let's count the gold. 2,800 gold for this guy. Mr. Fly is rich with the Shredder. And poor Labyrinth is broke. He's broke, ladies and gentlemen. This is his... Okay, he's trying to expand here on the bottom, but Fly has unlimited gold, man. And what is he going to do with his gold, you know? Like, some people say, like, if you watch, like, a podcast about the money or whatever, you hear, like, those, like, statements like, would you trust yourself with $1 billion? You know that $1 billion is a big responsibility to, like, use it. So, Mr. Fly, how are you going to use your wealth? There is also this urban legend that all of the people that won the lottery, there is a big chance they will get super sad, depressed, and broke. I don't know, I have no experience with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, what I can tell you, Mr. Fly is rich, and I'm expecting from him at least blood-lasted Taurens, okay? At least, okay, blood-lasted Wyverns. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Labyrinth can't TP, he can't go back in other way than on foot. Luckily, there is no ultimate because this Blade Master would go brr. But when I see Mr. Fly leaving his Blade Master behind, I'm always scared. Blade Master spotted, he has Invul, Fly is waiting. Invul popped in the perfect moment. Popped. Like pop a champagne, okay? Used. Okay, but as the Orc Lamer, you can just go to another base and you force the TP. And yes, TP will work. Shadow, be careful. There's level 6 Dark Ranger. He has the ultimate. He can get the Raiders. And the Raiders has a snare. Do you own a Raider? Blade Master is dead? How? How Blade Master is dead? Oh, he was just here. I need to make a short when I just count all of the Blade Master deaths. He went back. Okay, do you own a Raider? You need to invest into Raider stock. It's like Nvidia, okay? Like Nvidia stock. The Blade Master, but he can afford this, Mr. So yeah, this billionaire lottery winner, he stopped being careful with his Blade Master. I mean, he never was careful with his Blade Master. Take it back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my point is, you steal the Raider and you have ensnare. And you can ensnare the Raiders to get more Raiders. And you have infinite mana glitch on the Lich, and you have infinite Raider glitch, Kappa. Yes. Oh yes, the fighting army. The bloodlust Wyvern. Bloodlust, me and Mr. Fly, we think the same, right? We are investing into the same stock, ladies and gentlemen. If I had more gold, we would be in the same situation. We're like losing Blade Master level 6 together and rebuying it immediately. I never seen that many acolytes at one hunted gold mine. They are here for repairing, I guess. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so I have bad news for all of the Undead fans. Undead is on 50 supply, and Undead has, you know, level 6 Dark Ranger, that's pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, my point is that yes, Bloodlusted Wyverns are coming, and it's a pretty good army. By the way, again, Dark Ranger on level 6 can steal stuff, and that's pretty good. One of the mining bases of Fly went down, but he has 3 more. He has 3 more bases. And he's like, ooh, somebody left some juicy Ziggurats. And somebody left some juicy acolytes. I can't decide where to start blaming you, Mr. Orc Undead. And Mr. Labyrinth is like, no! No! My economy! Blade Master! Okay, don't tell me that he dies again. Don't tell me that he dies. This is impossible. As a professional caster, I always like watch here because I know that this Blade Master is safe. Like usually. Don't go back. Just run. Just run. You'll be fine. Just run. Okay, and he's running. Okay. He's running, all good, and ladies and gentlemen, do you remember? It used to be an undead base here, but not anymore. Not anymore. And we have Raider with a snare. Okay, finally. Raider with a snare. Finally, we have a Raider. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But it is beautiful as well, this fighting army. Shamans are getting full of bloodlust. And yes, Raider is not good versus bloodlusted wyverns. And yes, Mr. Labyrinth is trying to remake his bases, but again, it's his last penny, his last resources. He has few ghouls, he has few acolytes, and he has a super high level heroes. That's what is happening. And Mr. Fly is going in. He has the fighting army. 92 supply! 92 supply, ladies and gentlemen. I would steal a Kodo Beast with Dark Ranger for the aura maybe, but imagine Bloodlusted Lich, right? As the Twitch chat is giving me the tip. Bloodlusted Lich could be cool. All of those big heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Labyrinth wants to kill the Expo, but it's not going to be quick. We have a beautiful, beautiful Blade Master ready. You have beautiful Bloodlusted Raiders. It's a reward for them for all of these lames that they did. It's a thank you to the Raiders around the world for laming that well. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, Mr. Labyrinth sees this army. Is he going to fight or he's just going to give up? He's going to fight. He has level 666 heroes. He will get a unit. Possess something. What are we possessing? Oh, the ultimate Shadow Hunter is almost melting. Shadow Hunter is teleporting away, but there is a kill. And there is no coming back. This army is too big. And I think Mr. Labyrinth will GG out. Death Knight is dead. There is 1k gold on Labyrinth, but he sees that it's like he can't fight this. Maybe he's still trying. He's still trying. But there is control of the tavern. Stop! We are not allowing undeads at this tavern, and undeads like I'm Org now. I have my wyvern, and ladies and gentlemen, he's still trying. But look at this wyvern army, 2-1 upgraded bloodlust, the Lich. There is no mana. Lich. Ultimate to celebrate, and GG, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for recommending me this replay. It was longer than I expected, and I hope that you have fun. And man, maybe Mr. Fly needs a little bit bigger maps. Shout out to the Dolphin Super League. Shout out for everybody that follows Warcraft 3. If you like the cast, if you are not like asleep or you didn't turn it off at the start, make sure to to subscribe to the YouTube. And yes, I'm going to try to make a short with every Blade Master dev, to promote this video, and it's going for YouTube later today. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!